All right, we back. Episode 3, Save the Game podcast. We got a few topics. It's a little light on the game and news this week, though, but we're going to make it work. It's still some shit to talk about. I always talk about, like, Sony crazy ass. So you know how much the new PlayStation VR 2 is?
That was crazy information. To see that pricing and wonder where they're going with it, I don't really know. Like, and I'm a fan of VR, especially PlayStation VR, and that price a little bit too steep for me.
How much was the first one when it came out? Because I don't know. I'm not a big VR person, so I don't know.
See, I'm not sure. I want to say around $350, $400, but I got mine on a sale around like a Christmas sale or something like that, so I'm not sure the exact price.
The thing is, if you're not already a VR person, who gonna get this? Like the idea is you kind of want to make it appealing to more people than you've had in the past.
Yeah, VR itself is like
it's niche thing. Yeah.
But
making it more than the PS5,
that price gonna push a lot of people.
First of all, I think I'm wrong. I didn't know though. You don't need a PlayStation to use it though, do you? Or do you?
I think you do.
You do need. Yeah, because where you gonna put the game in,
I
right?
think you still do need a PlayStation to use.
So you telling me I gotta have over $1,000 invested, and this is before I get a game?
And after they brought out the Quest now,
yeah,
and the Quest has its own downloadable games and everything, like it's a whole different dynamic now with that situation because the Quest, you can transfer your library and stuff from everything you had on PC, I think. So
your games is more accessible elsewhere.
Yeah,
is that what you're saying?
A lot of stuff in PSVR 1 isn't going to work on the 2.
None.
I think they said
they said none.
10 to 12 games coming out
for the 2
for launch for 2. Yeah. So.
And when did the VR come? Do you know like how close it came to the console?
What do you mean?
Like how far apart did it come out after the PlayStation 4 was out?
3-4 years.
So it had been about roughly 3 to 4 years.
Yeah, somewhere around.
And it's been out for 2 years. It's hard enough to get one as it is, but if you do have one, now you got to spend more than you pay for that if you pay retail to play VR games with a very, as of now, it's going to be a small library. Mm-hmm. And I can't play nothing I played before, so my first VR is just, quote unquote, not even usable. If you want to get the new experience.
Yeah, they're making it hard for new adopters.
This is tying in. The thing is, this is going to mess me up because all of this is tying into one overarching subject of this that I had with the other topics in this is everybody's getting fucked over because of the way the economy is and nothing's making sense. Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like the PlayStation itself went up in every country but America because they knew that shit wasn't going to fly. You know, you got the VR coming out more. They're probably trying to make up some of the loss on the PlayStations that they sell, and they probably trying to make up some of that loss.
And remember, all the chips shot up for everything.
The chip shortages, man. Y'all trying to probably give people an option for the holiday. Is it coming out before Christmas?
That I'm not sure of.
I don't remember. But regardless, they probably trying to make up for that because if they wasn't selling PS5s at a loss or at least had more to sell, they probably wouldn't have charged that $550.
I can see that. It's something going on behind the scenes that we're not aware of why they charging that $550.
And we are aware. Everybody's fucked in it. Nobody's making money. Inflation is terrible right now.
Hardware is too high.
And y'all can't get shit. We can't buy shit. Y'all can't make shit.
Yeah,
like
they was developing it the whole time during COVID, so maybe they cost.
The VR 2 or the PlayStation?
The PSVR 2. Yeah.
But I don't see. It's hard to speak on it because I don't run a business. But in my brain, if you make a price more appealing, you're gonna get more people to get it. Like I'm not saying cheat yourself to a point where you straightly upside down, but at a point it's kind of like, do you want to sell it or not? Like we hurting too. Like the way y'all hurting to sell it, we hurting to buy it.
That's true.
Shit.
See, what price would you buy a PSVR 2 at?
See, I'm not that versed. I just know $550 sounds crazy for a peripheral. You know what I'm saying? And it's I don't want to say a lesser experience, but it's definitely not it doesn't have the same longevity or depth of an experience as the console itself. You know what I'm saying? You're probably not going to play it. People don't hold on to those as long. They're not going to use it as much, but it costs more than what I'm probably going to be using longer.
Yeah, I ain't even going to lie. I ain't touched mine in a minute.
I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? It's because, like you said, it's so niche. It's like, I don't know that many people that goes home and puts on their Quest or their PSVR every day.
Yeah.
But motherfuckers coming home to play a console every day, or if not every other day.
True.
You know, if they got the time. If they got the time, they're still not putting their VR on every day. I highly doubt that's the people that have them do that.
Normally a weekend thing for me.
Yes, or you hosting something. You know what I'm saying? You hosting something and you let people try it out and shit like that. Yeah. So it's just kind of like, I don't get how they think that you're going to get it in enough people's hands to justify that price.
Yeah, it's a thing. Like, do you adopt new technology most of the time?
Like what you mean? What you mean?
Like new technology day one, like
the latest. I try to avoid it, but you know, with like the PlayStation situation, it was scarce. Mm-hmm. But generally, I don't try to buy shit like the moment it comes out. Yeah. I generally don't like to do that.
Same here. It's gotta really impress me for me to buy it like day one, because it's like what we normally talk about in a situation. If you wait, even sometimes just a few months, you get a better
version
than buying a day
even
one.
The PlayStation controllers got to update.
And then, like we said, nowadays, not just with the software, with the hardware, with a lot of stuff, it'll come out with glitches, bugs, and so on and so forth. Now, sometimes they patch them, sometimes not.
That 360, boy.
I'll even say, too, with the PSVR, one, they had 2 different versions of it. And I don't know if you knew that. Yeah. No. I ended up getting the second version because I waited. And the second version had a few different features. I forget exactly
Same price point?
It was. Same price point, yeah, but it was a few different features that they added to it, like a better infrastructure or whatever they set it up with it. But it worked a lot better on the 4, because I think was it the 4 Pro? I ran it with that.
Oh, okay.
The original 4 Slim.
Yeah, and that's I had to think about it too. I was like, dude, if you need a PlayStation to use that's a lot of money y'all asking for.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm like, yeah, you do need something to put the disc in. Like, I forgot about that part. At first, I'm like, oh, well, maybe you don't need a PlayStation to play it, but you definitely do. Yeah. So I think that like I said, we could run it down and say what we think and what's probably happening. Like, you heard about the future of Game Pass, like how they if they're gonna keep it, it's probably gonna go up. They said they thinking about charging more.
I was waiting for that to happen. I mean, you figure like Netflix and Hulu done shot up.
Netflix, Google. Oh man, I forgot about them.
They was definitely about to do it eventually, because they call Game Pass and Netflix a game, and so
they're
gonna follow suit eventually. So it depends on how high they go, because I think I'm paying right now $15 for the Ultimate.
Yeah,
and mainly I use it on PC.
Game Pass. Yeah. I don't know. It's tiers? It's tiers? I didn't know that.
All I know, it is tiers. All I know is that with Ultimate, you can play stuff on your PC as well as your console.
Oh, the regular Game Pass don't do that.
Yeah, and they have like cloud save, crossplay, all that type of stuff.
So I didn't know that.
I like that for that feature. Mm-hmm. But I don't know how they're going to go. Like, they're just going to bump it $5. They're going to bump it 10, 20. Like, and pretty much they can do whatever they want with it. I doubt they go like $20. I could see $5 or $10 though.
You mean go up 20, like plus $20?
Yeah,
I could see probably 10. I could see 10.
Yeah, I could put it at $20 overall or $30 overall. People would still pay for it, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean the value is there.
It is.
I'll never deny that. As much as I'm not an Xbox guy, that value of Game Pass is great. Oh, yeah. And to my understanding, it seems like they're trying to play victim with this Activision Blizzard requirement. Like, it's kind of like, you know, we losing so much money. We don't have, like, with Game Pass, like, we're at a loss. So us getting Activision isn't gonna do too much. Like, cause you know they still, you know, it ain't final. They still trying to figure out if this is gonna monopolize gaming.
Yeah, I was remembering hearing in some countries they're checking to see if it's a violation of the services and everything else.
Yeah. If it turns out to be monopolizing, they can't let them do it. Yeah. And I don't know. I just don't trust. Even with Jim Ryan, right? Jim Ryan
for Xbox.
Yeah, Microsoft.
I'm not really sure.
I could be mixing up the name. I could be mixing up the name of the CEO, but he just was saying, he was like, no, we have no intentions on keeping Call of Duty off of PlayStation platforms.
I saw that.
And I know choice of words. He said we have no intentions. That does not mean that can't change or it won't happen.
And I can see him doing
no. He didn't say no. Call of Duty will stay on Sony platforms.
Yeah, I can see him.
That's totally different.
I mean, like, what was that one that they did? Tomb Raider. Mm-hmm. They got that one, and it was 1 year exclusive.
You talking about Sony?
Yeah. Well, no, Microsoft got Tomb Raider first.
Which one?
1 year exclusive.
Which Tomb Raider?
Was it? It was either of the new trilogy. I think it was like one or no, it was the third one. I think where they had it first.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then I think they've done it with a couple of other things, but I could see them with what they did with Bethesda. Like the new Starfield is only going to be on,
but that's staying on Xbox, right?
And I'm curious if they're going to do that with the next Elder Scrolls, like the Skyrim and stuff like that. Yeah, they might actually do it with that one. So
I mean, to be honest, the thing is, I don't like how Sony's acting like victims when they've been doing this shit. Like you can't be mad at them keeping it. They just call it. I mean, in a world, do you see a world where PlayStation purchases will drop significantly if there's no Call of Duty? Like the PlayStation 6, say Call of Duty ain't gonna be on it. Do you? I mean, I'm probably being too optimistic. I'm probably being optimistic.
Call of Duty is one of the biggest game franchises.
Yeah,
ever, literally ever.
Yeah,
I think the only thing that beats that is GTA.
And I think I'm in the minority for the guy that likes the Spider-Mans, the God of Wars, the Uncharted's. Like I'm in the minority. Yeah. I think.
But with Duty, it consistently sells. I mean, like, I think they said Vanguard was the first one that hasn't met expectations
of sales.
In the last
the Cold War,
10 years or so.
Cold War
was good. Yeah, that was one of the first ones I jumped back into.
As far as sales,
yeah, as far as sales. So they're still doing really well, and that's why they got to get bought because you know it's a money maker.
Yeah.
So if they put that only on Xbox, it would be a big boom for them, especially because Xbox. I mean, like, I know it's a done to death saying that Xbox ain't got no games.
Yeah.
It's literally like
that would be the game that matters at that point.
It's the Game Pass machine. And that's literally what I use it for. Like, I can go back on there and play stuff from back. I'm playing Dead Space 2 right now. We was talking about that the last podcast. Yeah. So, in that vein, I think they would keep it off of PlayStation eventually. I think
at some point.
Yeah, they might even because even now there's certain things on PlayStation that is working better with Call of Duty this year with Modern Warfare 2 than it is on Xbox. Like they getting
what you mean, like technically, or you talking about like access?
Technically and access. I believe we got some features and like I don't want to say it's a level, but it's a few things that they added to PlayStation and Sony systems that they didn't put on Xbox ones. And I'm curious if that'll just flip if they do end up buying them. If they supply it to Sony at all.
I forgot my thought. I had a thought on what you were saying. Damn it, I forgot. I definitely forgot what I was going to say.
Call of Duty? Or?
Yeah, it was about. I think it was about Call of Duty. I was going to say. To be honest, I wouldn't even be mad because I want Sony and Microsoft to be competitive. Like we win. Like we win. If you don't have Call of Duty, you're gonna have to figure something out.
Competition is good.
And whether it's a hit or miss, you're gonna have to try. What you gonna do? Just sit there and cry in the corner? You do something. Do something. I think there's a world where there's a game that we could do this Titanfall right now.
What do you mean?
I think that Titanfall is a better IP than, and if it got the support Call of Duty had, it would have surpassed it. I think if they didn't fuck theyself. Yes,
you know about the history behind that, right?
They fucked theyself. Yeah, with the release.
Well, you talking about 2?
Yes,
I'm talking about how the original Titanfall, they split from the Call of Duty developers.
Oh,
yeah, the people who made some people who made.
There you go. So it makes so much fucking sense.
I want to say
it makes so much sense.
I think that's the name, Vince Zampella.
It makes so much sense
from Call of Duty and wanted to make his own thing because he was changing the game. Don't quote me on this, but he might be one of the people that was behind when they were doing all that stuff with the futuristic, where they running on walls and boosting and everything else like that.
For advanced, yeah.
And a lot of people didn't like that. Everybody wanted to go back on, the boots on the ground,
right?
Back to like Army Men back in the day, where you smash Army Men together. Like that's what people use Call of Duty for the most part. Yeah. But I liked the direction of that. I liked Advanced Warfare and a few of the other ones that they made where they had the boosting and so on and so forth. So when they brought out Titanfall, that was my jam right there.
Yeah, you was like, this shit is fire.
Yeah. So,
but people were receptive because it's not changing what they were used to. It's like, this is what this is.
Yeah, and you felt it in the same vein of Call of Duty. Like gunplay, you could see that it was that. I actually just downloaded that the other day.
It's not going to work.
Just messing around with it.
You played? Wait, on where? On the computer?
On PS5.
I deleted it because I couldn't get in the game.
Oh, yesterday.
Literally 3 days ago.
I got in one game. I tried like a good 20 times.
Oh, see, there you go. I'm sure. Yeah. I'm like, how? I thought it.
Either no one's playing it or there's some glitches going. Actually, you know what?
No, I heard. Like that. Yeah, somebody's
was,
fucking up their shit.
Yeah, it was DOS attacking it.
Yes,
DOS attacking.
Yes, that's what was going on.
So
that's what was going on.
Probably still going on there.
I thought nobody was playing it, especially with Call of Duty out right now.
Yeah,
but I figured nobody was playing. I'm like, damn, is the servers not going no more? But I figured it would have said something else. Yeah, but. It wouldn't connect to a game. I couldn't. I was like, fuck, I really wanted to play too. You know what I'm saying? Like, so do you disagree? I want to know, like, do you think if if Titan, especially 2, I think 2 got more reception than 1, even though it came out at a bad time?
It did.
Do you think that if it got to stand on its own, like maybe if Call of Duty didn't have a year or the weakest Call of Duty that came out and it came out that year, do you think it would have lasted and got more support? Like, and do you see a world where Call of Duty is Titanfall is next to Call of Duty as far as like
I feel that
FPSs.
Yeah, I feel that because of the everybody wanting the boots on the ground, I don't think it would be as mainstream. People are more.
Do you think it'd be second?
People are more apt to follow the boots on the ground situation. I think it could be a second. I mean, it's a world where they can both exist.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of people are going to gravitate toward one or the other.
I don't know what I could be what's the word? I could be drained to Call of Duty, but I think the Titanfall is better. Like I'm not saying it's because it's kind of different. It's still a first person shooter. You know what I'm saying? But the I don't know, the care to actually make something unique and execute it well in Titanfall. Unique. It just stands out to me, and then there's so much room for growth in that versus, like you said, the boots on the ground where you gonna get these small little changes in game to game, but when you got mechs that drop down, think about you got different mechs that do different things. Of course, kind of like the Overwatch thing, and then you can still advance that. You know what I'm saying? You can make it to the point where you dropping mechs and then you controlling it with like a robot or something and you ain't actually in it and then you afford yourself a second life and shit like that. Like, it's just ways to go. You could put ships in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? You could have one that starts to fly. You know what I'm saying? Just like Call of Duty got tanks and shit. Mm-hmm. You know, you could get a robot that can fly. It's just so much shit you could do with that concept. I'm like, if this game would have gotten its own time frame to exist, I think they would have took that shit so far.
To answer your question, yes, I think Titanfall 2, to me, is a better game than a lot of the older Call of Duties.
I wasn't trying to sway you. I just
no. You asked the question. I answered the question. But yeah, I can see that. I definitely had more fun playing it. I could put it that way for me. Like,
as a nigga that played it well after its heyday, like I played it like when was I playing it? I played it maybe 2 years ago. Old as hell. Still getting in games flawlessly. Getting in games with no problem. Having a fucking ball. Mind you, I'm having fun not playing with people that play. I'm playing by myself.
Yeah, it was one point you could get it for $5.
Wait, what? It was $5.
It was one point you can get it for like $5.
Oh, I got it. I think I got it for free. It was free one day on PlayStation Plus. I'm sure.
Yeah, before that,
I got it for free.
They had dropped it to about $5. You get like the ultimate edition with all.
Oh wow!
For like $5. Yeah. It was crazy. But yeah, Titanfall is definitely one of the best.
Yeah, and this is what I was gonna get at when I was like, we're gonna talk about Titanfall, because I just feel like that game just so slept on, and I fucking pray that there's some way it can come back. I don't want it to be Apex though. Like, I don't want.
That's why I don't.
Even if you put them together then. Like, put them together. Give us the mechs and give us the people with the powers too. I don't fucking know.
That goes back to everything we talked about before. It's more lucrative for those companies to make an Apex where they can completely monetize it and just add to it every year. They make a brand new effort built Titanfall 3. And then
that's just
we're
sick.
not the only ones talking about that. People have been talking about Titanfall 3 basically since Titanfall 2 came out. There's like, oh yeah, there's so many things y'all could do with
it. That's just so wrong.
I think it's just done. I don't want to say it. I hate to hear it, but
that shit is wrong.
I think it's done.
Well, give Apex a story. Shit, give at the minimum, because even the Titanfall story was good. The storyline was good.
Yeah,
I had fucking enjoyed.
Titanfall storyline was awesome.
It was unique, boy. When you got to switch time when you was going back and forth in time in the same location. Yeah. Man, that shit was sick as hell. I was like, I'm probably finna go back and play that again.
There you go. Let's
to play that story again. The story could be co-op?
I believe so.
Nah.
I think the story can co-op.
Hell nah.
Wait, no, because you got
because you were talking to your Mac. Yeah, that's
you only got
it.
the one Mac, so you can't co-op.
Yeah, I mean that'll fulfill my Titanfall thirst.
Yeah. Did you know about the first one and how they did their story?
No, I didn't play the first one. I only played 2.
Okay, yeah, the first one they had their story in the multiplayer, so like it would drop you in, and then they would talk to you and stuff, and you go from there. But it wasn't even nothing big. It was just like telling you like you're in a war,
like DC Universe,
and so on and so forth. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was kind of crazy, but it didn't work too well. That's why in the second one they put in the story mode
separately. Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, that make more sense. Yeah. All right, y'all. That was my Titanfall rant. I'm sorry, I love that game. So I like the Game Pass thing. I think this coincides with the PlayStation Plus subscribers dropping. Like when you consider that all these subscription services is going up, in like I said, inflation. Like how the fuck I want to watch Netflix, but if I gotta pay more, no, fuck that. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm paying for PlayStation Plus. Did they say subscribers period or them tiers? That stupid shit they got, the stupid ones they got.
That I'm not sure of. But
I think it's in general, but I think if people just cutting back in general, and I think most of them is probably parents cutting their kids off.
I mean, look at what happened with Netflix. Netflix lost a lot of subscribers.
Yeah,
they trying to fight to get people back in the situation. But it's so many different subscription services.
We're back to the cable days where it's like y'all could
cut the cord to simply get away from this, and now we right back at it. Like, what is it? They dropped. What was it? That Halloween movie dropped on one of
Halloween HBO Max.
Yeah, HBO
Halloween
Max.
Ends.
Yeah, and then this other stuff dropping everywhere else. It's crazy.
Yeah. I think that like I said, I think it all just connects. Like they like we're worried about. We don't know what's going on. First of all, people not getting PlayStations. Shit, you know what I'm saying? And if they got a PS4, they like I said, I think that people are just cutting back in general. I don't know why they I don't know what they feel like they doing wrong. But shit, motherfuckers cutting back on everything. Everybody going up, so something gotta go. And I think parents ain't really sympathizing for their kids playing on consoles, because that's not even something that we're used to. And older parents older than us, and us as parents, we didn't grow up paying for shit like that. Granted, we're gamers, but if you're a parent that doesn't play the game, you ain't never known to pay just to play the game.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like after you bought the game, that was it.
Yeah.
and then you already got the internet. So I got the internet, but shit, you know what I'm saying? Now if I gotta pay to get you to play certain games, shit, your ass finna be playing Fortnite.
And even other crazy stuff too, like Netflix is getting into gaming.
They goofy asses
stuff now.
Why do people think it's so easy?
Yeah, that one Stranger Things game that you can get on PlayStation Network. They had that on there. You can get it on your phone.
Yeah, I think all the gaming for them is on the phone though.
Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So
they ain't got nothing on the TV.
Trying to get a piece of the pie, basically.
But that's so stupid to me, because I just think that I'm not saying that people can't try to get into the gaming space, but I don't think y'all think because y'all got money to play with, you could just do whatever. Like Google Stadia learned that the hard way. Like don't like just chill. You don't know what you're doing, and like keep your money where it should be and what you good at. This gaming shit, we too far in the game for you to just jump in. Do you think somebody gonna overtake Amazon at this point? I doubt it. What they do? Do you think there's another company that can stand next to them?
I mean, before Amazon, there was other companies. So
what? Nothing was an Amazon.
Nothing was as big as Amazon in that space.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I'm not saying they tried to compete with it. That's what I'm saying. Like you can't be aiming to compete with Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why you got these little off-brand companies making these handhelds with like 50 games and shit like that. Do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Google, if that's what you want to do some shit like that.
Now I'm actually thinking about that. Who could come in and compete with the big three?
Yeah, I mean, it has to be somebody that's already in tech, which is why Google thought they could do it.
Like, what if Jeff Bezos and Amazon did come in?
They tried the video game and then failed.
They tried a video game. What was that one?
I don't
MMO.
know. Yes, they failed.
Yeah.
I forgot what it's called.
Actually, they revamped it and it's still running it.
But who the fuck using it? Even if it's running, nobody using that.
Yeah, but I wonder like who would actually come in and make a system. That's the thing. That's the key thing.
Oh, because they didn't have a console.
Yeah. Because everybody
Google tried it and failed.
Yeah, even look at it now. Like they're not even in direct competition in a lot of ways. Like Nintendo's basically doing the portable thing. And they got they tried and
I wonder if they're gonna
everybody
stick to
gonna
that.
buy Mario, everybody gonna buy Pokemon, everybody gonna buy Zelda.
Yeah, they're gonna have to
Those
make an
type of
IP that stands out.
Yeah. Microsoft is now going the route of Game Pass and basically taking, anybody that's willing to give them a game and put it on there, they dropping them. And then PlayStation's still doing the big AAA exclusives. Like the God of Wars, the Uncharted.
Yeah.
The
Everybody
Last of Us,
do kind of
so
got
forth.
their own
So
thing.
everybody does kind of have their own thing. None of them are directly like competing with each other in the same way. They all consoles
They not
going
competing,
head to
but
head.
they are
They consoles
competing.
going head to head, but they're doing it all in different ways about how they're making their money. And I wonder, like, are we seeing what we're seeing now with their moves because some of them aren't working as good as others? Like, even could the price of the PSVR 2 be tying into the fact that Sony's marketing strategy isn't working as well as it used to? In today's subscription-based game service space.
I believe that if Sony had a good option as Game Pass, they would kind of blow Microsoft out the water to where they wouldn't need to price that PSVR to that point.
I was just hearing that people are they losing people from PlayStation Plus now too.
We was talking about that. That was the topic.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So if they're losing people from PlayStation Plus, then apparently what they're doing ain't working.
Yeah, I'm saying that's what I'm saying. Like their tier system sucks ass. Like
You have it?
no, it sucks. I'm not paying for that.
I don't
Damn.
have it.
I don't know what has me sneezing.
You good?
But that it sucks, which is why people either aren't buying it or getting rid of it. First of all, y'all taking shit off. Does Game Pass take shit off of Game Pass for the most part?
Yes.
Okay, whatever. They still have a better standing. So it ain't even, first of all, it ain't even been out long enough to be trying to take stuff off. But you know what I'm saying? You got these three different tiers. The first one is kind of like, I'm playing these games that is like old as hell now that I could get for cheap and just kind of, have anyway, or I've already played, you know what I'm saying, for the most part, instead of trying to pay more for these games. But because they introduced it so late in the game. And then once I go up, I can play old games, but the old games y'all giving me, not even classics that I really care about. It's a bunch of shit that most people that know Sony don't care about these games. Oh, yeah. Y'all don't have the games we care about. And then I can't download them. Y'all making me cloud stream the game. Most people that's even on your console don't have the internet to support that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Doing that because they bought that cloud streaming service a while back to compete with Microsoft stuff.
What service you talking about?
Sony bought something. I forget the name of it, but they bought a cloud streaming service, I guess, to compete with Microsoft and their cloud streaming service. Because you can stream a lot of stuff with Game Pass, and it works fine. Like PC games in early access, you can stream it to your console. I was playing one recently. It's like a temple runner game. It's like Phantom Runner. It's like if you was Indiana Jones running through the temples and stuff. Running
Temple Run? Like on the phone?
Like yeah, it was kind of like that. But it's streaming cloud to the Xbox One. So it's a little different. But it played fine. I ain't had no issues with it. It wasn't stuttering or nothing. So they got their infrastructure on lock.
Oh. Well, I mean, I guess. And did you feel like you had good game options, though?
Good game options and what?
To play on streaming.
Game Pass?
Yeah. Do you feel like what you could play is good enough to deal with it?
I'd say so.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Sony's not offering shit that you like, man, I really want to play this and y'all got it. You know what I'm saying? On here. So it's like you're not making it attractive enough to be spending extra money. So you can't be shocked that nobody's buying into that. And then they openly said there's like, we can't afford to put the exclusives on Game Pass. Yeah. But do you know how many people will buy it?
Oh, yeah. Even if
the value's there.
Even if like now they put like Horizon Zero Dawn 2 on there, like, a few months after it came out.
Yeah.
People would probably be on that.
Motherfuckers would be like, whoa, I could, even if I don't know if that's lucrative for them to just get it for a few months, but them is some lengthy games, so people gonna have to.
And then too, you gotta.
And you already pay for a month, so you gonna.
Yeah.
And if y'all constantly adding some shit that's worth playing, people will do it. People doing it for Game Pass.
Most of the stuff on there, like
but
the highest
Microsoft
tier,
got more money to play with. So
the highest tier is like PS1 games, like the classic, like Sci-Fi and Filter and stuff like that.
But is that even on there?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
I was gonna say I feel like Siphon Filter wasn't even on there.
Yeah.
They get.
I saw it recently. It was on there. Yeah.
I don't know. To me, I'm like, they ain't got shit. Like, I don't think they got like Tekken, the old Tekken.
No,
I don't think they have
like
that.
a Bloody Roar or something.
I don't know about. I don't think that they don't have blood. You saw Bloody Roar?
I think I did.
I don't think they got Spyro. It's like
no, but they got the trilogy, new trilogy. I don't think they
the
got
new
old
one.
Yeah, the new trilogy, the upgraded, revamped.
Oh, okay. But I mean, like I said, I ain't seen not one thing that was like, man, I really want to play. I could be a little biased because I still got a PS2 and 3 though. So, you know, a lot of that shit that I would want to play, I have to play.
Well, see, with everything we're talking about now, I'm starting to recognize a pattern of that. It's not for us, really. It's for people just getting into PlayStation who haven't played
Who
any
haven't
games,
done it.
who never even seen a PS2. Like
So
that type
are you
of stuff.
are you talking about as far as younger crowds?
Younger crowds, people
So
who
do
just
you-
not getting into gaming.
But if they
older
younger,
people
do
just
you
not getting-
if they've been experiencing, let's say they started at PS3, do you think they really looking to play a PS1 game?
I'm more thinking
Like I played everything but like Atari. I don't care to play it.
I'm more thinking like a kid who might have grew up with Nintendo and then switched over because his friends got.
But we
Destiny or
did
Call of Duty or
that.
something
We
like that.
grew up with Nintendo.
Like things you can't get on. No, I'm saying like things you can't get on Nintendo system. So like now you grow up, you hit middle school, whatever. Your friends is playing Call of Duty. Your friends playing Destiny or all that type of stuff. I mean, I think the only one that major that everybody playing right now is Fortnite that's on Switch.
No, but we're talking about PlayStation Plus, Essential, Deluxe, all that shit though. I'm talking about those games. Like the PS2 and 1 and shit. They not looking to play those.
I can see people going back and trying it. I don't know how many people would, but that's why
Not to spend an extra $15.
That's what I'm saying. Like that model don't seem to work with me, but it seems like they just needed to do something with that situation.
They just wanted to compete with Game Pass, and they scared to do it the right way.
Yeah.
That's what I'm calling spade a spade. Y'all tried to, and I agree that they don't have the same amount of money to play
I was
with.
just about to say that Microsoft got money to blow.
Yeah,
so
they can take a loss on shit like that. So I get it, but at the same time, do y'all want to compete or not?
Yeah.
And to be honest, you're not making no more money on them games anyway. So why? I can't say. I don't know how much it costs for them to port these games, but I would think it ain't breaking the bank to port a PS1 game.
Yeah, I mean,
make it
mostly their
playable.
games if they
Yeah, it's like it's your shit already.
Yeah.
You got it. Port it. I don't see that being so time consuming. You know what I'm saying? That you just cannot do it. So we could wrap this up after these last maybe 1 to 2 times. We could just talk about
what you got?
God of War anticipation. Where's your excitement?
It's up there.
God of War, we finna see it real. Wait, do it come out today? I mean tomorrow or Wednesday? Oh, come out Wednesday. Okay.
So we 2 days out. God of War, I definitely am ready to play that now. Like seeing a lot of the reviews, all the reviews just dropped recently. So seeing what everybody's thinking of and so on and so forth. And I'm trying not to spoil myself on what everybody trying to talk about.
I stopped looking after I looked at 2 reviews. I was done.
I watched about 2 or 3.
I watched 2 reviews,
but I didn't watch them because people
just listen to
people
them.
be doing stuff like that. Saying so like, oh, we're not gonna put any spoilers in this, and then
And
they'll
it be
show
shit you
something.
see.
They'll directly say like, it's one thing going around. I still don't know what it is. I was able to stop myself from finding it, but apparently there's another weapon or something like that.
I don't want no shit
I
like
don't wanna know
that.
nothing about it.
Don't show. And what I've seen, they ain't show nothing that looked spoilery to me. So
Okay. So I got my own theories about where they're gonna go with it, but I am hearing though it's up there in length. Like
they say it's longer than the first.
Yeah, they say it's like 50 hours.
Shit, that game was long. Well, that's if you do everything. They said though, if you do all the side
They said
content,
30
it's like
if you
50.
just go straight through it, and like 50 if you do all the side content.
Yeah, I'm ready.
But a big expansion, more people, more cast in there. You get to open up all the worlds.
I've never seen a game. If you could think of one, tell me. There's so I guess the first one. Shit. My biggest critique of the first God of War is the boss fights. I really wish they went back to the type
very
of
first one.
No, 2018.
Okay.
I wish it was like God of War 3. Like the boss fights in God of War 3 was so raw.
Yeah.
And I feel like they scaled them down. For, you know what I'm saying, for 18 just because of the type of game
they had
it
that
was.
dragon. That was raw. The lightning dragon.
In 18?
In 1, yeah.
Lightning dragon. The only one I'm thinking about is the one that moved the big dragon that he thought was evil, and I forgot his name. The one that speaks in that language. The dragon in the water. That's the only one I'm thinking about.
No, it was a big one that you come up a elevator, like a wooden elevator, and it's attacking you, and you get to the top and you fight it, and you impale his neck on a exploding crystal.
I think I remember.
Yeah,
I ain't played that shit since it came out for real. So I played the plus a little bit, but I ain't even get to a boss yet.
That's that was the one that reminded me of like God of War 3 and stuff back in the day. Like,
but I think even if you account for that one, all I can think about is Baldur and all the other guys. It was just human size and shit. It was just like that Poseidon fight was raw. It was just, you know what I'm saying. It was just so. It was just the scale. I like the scale. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what they're going to do with this one, but that was my biggest gripe with 2018. Other than that, it was perfect.
I have all the God of Wars, and I remember day one on PS2 when I first saw it because I'm a big Greek mythology guy. I love that for a long time now. Yeah. But the first God of War, I remember that, and the anticipation of that when David Jaffe was doing the dude who made Twisted Metal. Yeah. Yeah. And the brutality of it and everything, like dude tearing people apart with jagged blades with chains.
Nasty.
It was incredible. Like even seeing like the finishers. That's what got me in the beginning. Like you see the trailer, he's literally like tearing out a Cyclops eye or prying out a Minotaur's mouth open and then stabbing the blades. Like it was crazy. And then to see what they did with it in terms of the newest one. Yeah. What was it? Is it 2019 or 2018?
18.
Okay. 2018 God of War. What they did with it changed up a lot, but I still respected everything that they did with it.
Yeah, I didn't even when I played it, I was like, this different, but it didn't feel bad. I was like, this ain't how 3 was, but I was like, I can deal with this change.
They made it more thought provoking. They made it more about family than about just.
Oh, I thought you meant the game play style. I thought you meant the play style.
Play style too. I mean, it was more focused. Like it wasn't as crazy. You just flipping all around the screen.
I was gonna say you just didn't feel like chaotic as well. I mean, I still liked it, but
the main thing about that one is the axe throwing. Like that's
that was enough.
That mechanic blew my mind at first.
I know, right?
I know how it works.
I'm glad they was able to pull it off in the Avengers with Thor a little bit. They did a little bit, but I was definitely like, well, Thor, you have to do this now whenever game you're in.
like the combat in general, like when you play the first one and how you can throw the axe behind somebody and then call it back and it'll trip the back of their leg and they'll fall.
Wherever it'll intentionally try to go through somebody when you call it back. Yeah,
that stuff.
This shit was fire. Awesome. That shit was fire. I can't wait to see because that also you just made me realize that was another gripe I had with 18. The weapon variety. That's why I hope this one did that. I hope it did. My brain was telling.
That issue.
I was mad because in 3 you had all those different, the Hercules fist and all that shit. Like you literally had different types of weapons that made your playstyle change. And 18 have you 2.
I get where you're going with that, but 3 was the one that I didn't like the weapon change.
What?
They were all
I like the
same.
fact that
they
weren't.
They were all something on chains that swing around.
No, they wasn't. Hercules' things wasn't.
Hercules was fists that extended in the chains and swung around.
And didn't he have a sword, or am I wrong?
No, Hades was hooks that was on chains and he swung around.
He had hooks, his regular you said Hades was the hooks, right? Yeah. Hercules had the fist.
The fist.
What's his regular one? The knife. It was the knife blades of chaos. Yeah. And then was it one or 2 more?
It was one more. It was a green one. It was a purple. I can't remember if Hades was green or purple.
Hades is purple.
It was the hooks, and then there was another
Hades
one.
Is purple.
Darts. Okay, so then the other one was green, and it was the same thing. It was something on chain. They all did different things in terms of like the way they distance or range was, but they were all pretty much on chains, and that's what threw me off. Because like the weapons in 1 and 2 wasn't like great, but they were different weapons. Like you had a spear, different to you. The hammer.
I don't know, it felt different to me. I had like that, and because I knew I missed it. I knew I missed it in 18. I was like, man, I want different weapons. I only got 2. Like, come on, bro.
I want to ask you, since we haven't played the game and it can't be a spoiler because we don't know, what do you think a weapon is that they would give him in this one? Because I got an idea of what I think it would be in this newest one.
I'm hoping he does have some type of sword because I've never seen it.
Yeah,
just simply because I haven't seen him use like something he has to wield with both his hands. Okay, in one thing.
In 1, when he was fighting Ares, he had like a big cleaver.
I didn't play
sword.
1.
Yeah, that was decent. In this one, You know, you got the ice axe and you got the fire blades. And they said you start with them in this one, from what I hear. What I want him to get is Gungnir, the Odin spear. That's off of Greek
like when you
mythology.
throw that too.
Yeah.
You would throw
Because I know that everybody probably wants him to get the hammer, Thor's hammer, but somehow I don't know if we're gonna get that.
I feel like that's too head ass.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know what you get. It might even be something completely different, but that's what I would like it to be, because I feel that could be a different weapon entirely. That they can
Whatever it is, it needs to feel different. It needs to. Yeah. It has to. It has to feel different.
But I don't think they're gonna do much more than like maybe 3 weapons.
I was gonna say 3. I'll actually be content with.
Yeah, I doubt they do 4, to be honest.
Yeah, I'll be okay with 3.
Yeah, because I could even see like a spear, like a lightning spear or something like that.
They got to feel drastically different.
Yeah, you throw it and it explodes and it comes back to your hand. Like, that would be raw.
See, you know about all of the mythology and weapons and shit. Yeah. I don't. So that concept, like you sound like you know about the weapon. I don't know, but that sounds fire. yeah. But is there anything else you want to get at before we wrap it up?
What you playing now?
What am I playing? Overwatch 2. I've been playing Overwatch 2 and Multiverses. I love, man, like I said, y'all saw my video. Multiverses has been on a good run. They adding people every 2 to 3 weeks. I can appreciate that. They added a new game mode that's pretty fun where every attack your character, it's called Silly. Your character grows in size. So like you literally can be like this giant ass character. And you don't do more damage, but you occupy space where you got more room to hit.
Are you heavier so you don't go off the screen easy?
No. If your damage get up there, you still fly.
Okay. That could have been a cool mechanic if they had made you heavier.
Yeah, well, that's kind of like a duel. Then you'll kind of be out. It wouldn't be fair.
Yeah. Well, it would increase time to kill.
Yeah, because you get bigger by attacking, so you're doing well by getting bigger. But then if you also gain the ability to not be able to get knocked out easily while you're attacking, and you got more space to occupy your attacks, where like if I was small, I wouldn't be able to hit you up here, but I can just be standing on the regular platform and hit you all the way up here. Gotcha. Now I'm heavier and I'm attacking more. It'll be damn near impossible to get me out. You know what I'm saying? Mm. I don't think that would be fair. Okay. But you get bigger, you could take up more space to attack. But if your count gets high, you still could get knocked out. But it's pretty it's fun to see how big they get, and just they gotta fix the frames because you get stuttery. But it's fun. It's fun.
And then have you seen the new trailer for the new character in Overwatch?
Yeah, Garatra or something. Yeah.
It looked kind of raw.
I wanted to see gameplay. I want to see what he does.
I don't even know if he a tank or a support.
He a tank. Oh,
he is.
I saw it say he a tank. It said new tank. Okay. Yeah. It needs some more support.
That could be cool.
Support is the lowest thing. Ain't
tank and support kind of even in that situation. But
with how many it is to choose from? Oh, maybe so. I don't look at. I don't like tanks, so I don't even look at them for real. It's not my go-to.
Yeah, and then for me, mainly that Modern Warfare. I'm in there with everybody else, trying to deal with the bugs and make it happen.
I will not from my move. I was anti-Modern Warfare, after Black Ops, but I got Modern Warfare to reboot. I liked it a lot. Didn't fuck with Vanguard or Cold War. I was willing to give this a chance, and I still want to. I'm not paying $70 for anything. I even got a war, unless somehow, I don't know, I just find $70 on the floor.
For me is that and Bayonetta. I'm trying to go through the series. I beat one.
Yeah, I'm gonna get Bayonetta. I never played Bayonetta, but I'm willing to hop in. Yeah, that don't seem like a game where the story is the front runner of what you. But right, I'm like, you don't play Bayonetta for the story.
Yeah, it holds its own. You're there for the action.
Right, that's what I figured. So I was willing to get into that.
Yeah, so I'm about halfway through 2 and gonna start 3. Probably after God of War now, because 2 days. I'm gonna finish 2 before that. Well, I'll probably finish 2.
True.
Get to 3.
True. Yeah. But yeah, hope y'all enjoyed this talk. Catch us next week with all the gaming news, topics, talks, and we out of here.
We out.